From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. It's Veterans Day, so I'd like to first take this opportunity to wish all of our veterans a happy Veterans Day, and we certainly appreciate and cherish the service, all of our veterans, the service that they how they've served our country. So we really appreciate it and definitely want to recognize all of our veterans today. All right, so this weather briefing here that I'm going to give right now covers the period today through Sunday through the 17th of November. And just real quickly, I'm going to show a loop here, radar loop, that shows where we have precipitation occurring. So let me, just to make this a little more interesting, let me put on here temperatures. And you could see what a transition there across the Midwest approaching the Ohio Valley. If I stop this, you can and do some drawings here, you could clearly see a notable cold front. So somewhere right in there, you can see how the temperatures really plummet. And all of this is headed this way. So, so cold air is on the way. And let me plot on here just for fun the precipitation type indicator. And you could see, and let me remove the temperatures, and you can see clearly where temperatures are sub-freezing deep enough in the cloud layer, and at the surface it's all snow, where it's indicated by these purples and blues. A little bit of sleet there shown by the orange, and rain where you see the green. So that's a powerful cold front. Again, the temperatures tell the story. Look at that cold air. So all that is headed our way. I'm going to go ahead and close this so that well, when I say all that, I don't necessarily mean all that snow, and but definitely the weather system. All that meaning the weather system is headed our way. All right, just I don't want anybody to panic here. So anyway, you could see the weather pattern graphics for today, midweek, late week in the lower left, and upcoming weekend in the lower right. And the key points on the right side there: cold front, strong cold front that I highlighted just a moment ago. That front will reach our area and sweep across central North Carolina on Tuesday. We are expecting a period of rain along the front, perhaps even a little bit behind the front, beginning late tonight, and that will last through the daytime on Tuesday. Now, there's going to be a lot of cold air, and I pointed that out again when I first opened this briefing up. You could see there's a lot of cold air to our northwest, and as that cold air rushes in behind the cold front on Tuesday, it's possible that a very brief period of snow and or sleet could mix with the rain Tuesday afternoon for areas in and near the Triad region and basically counties along the Virginia border, North Carolina counties along the Virginia border. You know, I don't expect it to be like major impacts or hazards. Right now, we don't expect any hazards or impacts. We expect temperatures to stay above freezing tomorrow afternoon, so not really expecting any travel impacts or really accumulation. It's going to be pretty brief. I think more than anything, it's just going to be an attention getter, and folks will have something to talk about around the dinner time table there tomorrow night. So, but I don't think it's going to be, it's not going to offer us any more than that, other than a conversation maker. Okay, so then once we get all of that through, both the front and the associated rain, or a little bit of sleet and freezing rain that may mix with it at the very end, dry weather will then move in for central North Carolina, and it's going to be pretty cold, colder than normal, for Wednesday through the daytime Thursday. Now, as you look at the bottom graphics there, you can see a bunch of L's, meaning low pressure systems. There's an area of low pressure that's forecast in the models to emerge out of the Gulf of Mexico and slide up along the southeast coast. Now, if this were January, I'd be really kind of nervous about a big winter storm. But because it's so early in the season, here we are in mid-November, there's just not enough cold air. The really cold air that we would need for a winter storm is detached to our north, well to our north. So right now, this looks like it's warm enough for all rain as that low, coastal low moves up along and just off the southeast coast. What it will do, however, is spread rain across portions of central North Carolina. The bulk of the rain is going to fall across eastern North Carolina, but the back western edge of it could get up, could make it all the way to the Triad. We're talking Thursday night through Friday night is that window of time where we might see some rain from that coastal system. And again, if we were talking even December, if this were a December storm, or maybe, of course, a January storm, we'd be looking at a winter storm, major winter storm. But right now, it's early in the season, too warm. The air mass isn't cold enough. We are expecting this to be all rain. Again, and because I think the cold air, the real cold air, is going to be retreating and detached to our north. Okay, so we'll obviously keep our eyes on this. I don't really expect any surprises with this, but obviously if things change, we'll let you know. Beyond that coastal system, dry weather will return by Saturday, and we do expect by afternoon Saturday things will be drying out here, and Sunday should be dry and seasonable temperatures in the 50s. So nothing too crazy there for the rest of the weekend. All right. No thunderstorms in the forecast the next couple days, so I'll skip past that. Get right to the precip amount, and this is another way or proxy, if you will, of looking to see which days are going to be our wet days versus dry days. You can see today dry, Tuesday will be that swath of blue there you see indicates the rain that's going to move across associated with that frontal system. Dry on Wednesday. Most of Thursday should be dry. Friday, looks like the bulk of the rain with that coastal system will be mainly east of the triangle, more so toward the coast. And then that rain should be exiting by Saturday morning, leaving Saturday afternoon through Sunday dry. Okay, so I know it's a little bit tough to tell the timing there in those bottom graphics, but anyway, when you add up the 7-day rainfall totals, it shows rain amounts of about an inch for most of central North Carolina. So we'll take an inch of rain if we can get it. All right, tropics. Nothing out there. I'm still showing this graphic until the season ends on the 30th of November. So we can't totally forget about the tropics. Tropical hurricane season runs through the 30th of November, but there's nothing out there right now that we need to be concerned about. All right. So with that, a strong cold front, again, will sweep across the area early Tuesday. A period of rain is expected along and even perhaps behind the front starting late tonight, and that'll last through the daytime Tuesday. And then as cold air rushes in behind the front on Tuesday, it's possible that a very brief period of snow and or sleet could mix with the rain Tuesday afternoon for areas in and near the Triad region and counties along the Virginia border. Right now, no hazards or impacts are expected at this time. Dry but cold weather Wednesday through the daytime Thursday, and then a coastal low pressure system will spread rain over the area Thursday night through Friday night. Right now, this looks to be warm enough for all rain. Again, we're keeping our eyes on that as well, just in case something were to change or something weird were to happen. All right, and then dry weather will return by Saturday afternoon and remain dry and seasonable through the rest of the weekend. You could see seasonable temperatures there in the 50s. All right, so that's the way things are shaping up for central North Carolina for this week.